What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and this is my review of the Diamond Select Toys Pacific Rim Uprising San Diego Comic-Con 2019 exclusive Battle Damage Gipsy Avenger. Oh yeah, we got a kaiju killing Jaeger here, who is taking some lumps of his own, hence the battle damage. But this guy comes to me through Steven's Toy Reviews. How about that? We made a little bit of a trade. I got this guy, I sent him the Titanic Creations Titanicus, the 15 centimeter one, and we worked it out. We worked out a nice little deal there. He got what he wanted, I got what I wanted, everybody was all good. So this guy has a little bit of a different deco. We got, you know, some battle damage on it. We're going to take a look at it. It does come with a couple of accessories, but you were able to get this guy at San Diego this year. Now, a little bit of news since Steven did his review. This guy will also be available at Books A Million. So if you guys have a Books A Million in your town, give it a check. I'm not exactly sure if it's there now or if it's gonna be available there in the coming weeks, months. I'm not exactly sure, but that's the place to check for your battle damage gypsies if you want one. Alright guys, so there you go. Let's get into this review and check out how my thoughts were different from Steven's. Articulation on Gipsy. Head is on a ball joint. You're not getting a ton of range of motion out of it, but you get enough. Then you got the midsection joint here. Works pretty well, I'd have to say. You're not getting him to look super down, but you can get him to look back and side to side and stuff, so that works all right. Now, shoulders here. These things are on ball joints, so they can move out of the way and off if you need them to. This is a big ball joint right there. But the hinge here is only moving so much. You can swivel it all around. So there's that, and you can do a little bit of this in there, so that's pretty good as well. So decent range of motion in the shoulder despite it being a little hindered. I'm gonna leave that off. Then you got a single joint at the elbow. You have a hinge at the wrists, and you can swivel it around. Legs split that much, kicks that much, goes back all the way. You can rotate it within that joint as well on the outside, so that's pretty good. Double jointed knee, it kind of comes back a little bit. That's because the legs are a little loose. I'll show you that in a second. You got the rocker here at the foot with a hinge, and that is the articulation on Gipsy. Like I'm saying though, the biggest, you know, fault of this thing is the loose leg. Now we saw that with the original as well, but I definitely think this is a little bit looser than that one. Yeah, this one's loose. And they're both fairly loose. I feel like this at the bottom knee joint is a little bit looser for my taste. Now, the only the weird thing is, and not a problem actually, is I'm still able to get it in a decent amount of poses. Sure, you gotta finagle it a little bit, but I could. Where's my camera? I can get it in poses, which is good. So, you know, get a little bit of nail polish remover, little super glue, maybe not super glue, maybe floor polish in some of these joints, and I think they'll work a little bit better. I never even did it with this guy. I was able to pose him on my shelf, so overall, I think it works, and the articulation's enough where you could get it in some nice dynamic posing, which is great. Now, I'm going to go find this, and then we'll continue. For accessories, Gipsy first comes with the plasma caster. Looks pretty good. Nice metallic paint here. We got a little bit of Steven's cat's hairs here. It's got cats. What do you want? The gunmetal looks really good. It's a nice sculpt, and I think the paint is done well. The paint is, as you're going to see, a little bit different on this release than it is on the original, and that's pretty cool. You want it to be a little bit different. This is awesome though, real easy to swap. You want to pull that out from there, and you can pop it in if we can get it. Right, there we go. That popped out again on me. There you go. That's how that one looks. Pretty good, I would say. Yeah, I like that. And just to note, I do have a little crack in the plastic here, or it's stressed right in there. Definitely want to note that, and just a word to you guys that get this to be careful with this, because it looks like I don't know if this happened here or prior, or I don't recall Steven mentioning that one in his review, so definitely something to note there. Just could naturally come, because you're not getting a ton of range of motion in this arm, but there definitely is a little crack there, so be careful. And of course, Gipsy comes with a chainsaw arm. Really nice. I really like this one. Silver, gunmetal, nice sculpt. The fist looks really good on this. Really good gunmetal there. Nice wash on that. A little dry brushing, I should say, which is cool. Nice, blue metallic with the little red and white highlights. Same deal. You want to pull that out, and then pop that in. If we can get that or align just right. There you go with that. Now this arm, the elbow bends really nicely. This one definitely feels a little stuck or something. So yeah, that's a little bit of a bummer. Where'd this go? I didn't even see that jump off. These things like to jump off. But the chainsaw arm looks very, very... Oh, it fell off. Just gotta get it in there right. There we go. I think that looks really cool. Definitely the way to display it. Probably I won't be displaying it with this, but this looks very nice. Taking a look at Gipsy fully, it's a pretty cool piece. I mean, if you don't have the original and you have a Books A Million, near you, this is definitely going to be the one to get. It's just a nicer deco, in my opinion. It's the metallicness of the metallicness. The blue is much more metallic here, and it's got a really cool look to it. Plus, you got some of that battle damage, which we'll just talk about right away. You got some, slice marks here and there. A little bit of extra scuffage. It's not a ton, but it's not only that, scuffiness that you're getting and scratches. You are getting this nicer, in my opinion, paint scheme, and I like it. I really think that metallic blue gives it a more premium look throughout. The paint is pretty clean, I think. It looks very good. You got more scuff marks up there. So yeah, it's nice. The sculpt is good. If you didn't see my original review for this, it's a nice sculpt. They did a really good job here with Gipsy for sure. Like I said, this guy has some really, I don't know if I said it, might have been in a cut, some really long legs, proportionally, Gipsy Avenger is just very leggy, and now he's kind of falling over because he's a little loose there, but yeah, if I could get him to stand up straight. I had him straight before. Let's see. There you go. Very, very leggy. And it's not just him. Oh, man. The Robot Spirits is also very leggy. Gipsy Avenger is definitely one you want to pose up a little bit. And like I said, you can pose this guy up. I am going to try to thicken this up because I do really like this one. It's very nice. The arc reactor looks pretty good. The core reactor, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same. Looks very nice. The yellows and the oranges in there. Very cool. I like all the gunmetal parts. They look really good. Words are not coming out right now. The visor here looks really cool. I do like that. And all the little accents of red throughout is nice. So it is a really cool looking piece. I really like the hands. I'm just like kind of going over it here because I have reviewed this figure before, you know. Just kind of looking at it throughout. It's nice, you know. I think they did a really good job with the way this one looks. But how different? So that's pretty much all I have to say about that. It's good looking. But how does it compare to the original one? So let's kick off our size comparisons with an actual full comparison here with the original. Obviously, they're going to be standing the same. And you can see this is the original, a lot more dull than the new one, where it's got a really nice metallic look to it. And then you can see even the reds are deeper on this one. Now, this guy's got this piece here on him. I don't know where all the rest of the accessories are right now. And this has a very weathered deco on this one, which I really like. A little bit less so on this, but very, very weathered on that one. And you can see how the scuff marks and stuff add to this figure. The colors are different, you know. It's not exactly the same, so I think that's cool. The heads, see the heads? Yeah, just that metallic paint actually like just brings it out further. As you can see, some of the scuff marks here are deeper than here, which is interesting because this is supposed to be the battle damage one. Here you got the battle damage on here compared to how that one looks. But you can probably mix and match some parts here. So if you have this and you get this, maybe you could do a little swapping out. You know, see how that looks together. Because especially this one with this much scuffing, like, I think that looks amazing. And it's definitely more scuffing than the one you get with it, as you can see right here. So this is the one you get with it, which obviously has the proper colors. But this one is a little more scuffed. And with the scuffing, you really can't tell it's a different color. So I would have no problem mixing and matching these guys here from my shelf, because that to me just looks more battle damage, which is something cool. I probably wouldn't do the extra battle damage, but I probably would do like a fist on this one, because the new one does not come with any fists. But overall, you know, I just dig the new colors more. You know, like, this is the only real spot I feel. The leg has a little more scuffing there, but that paint overall on this new one is just definitely better to me. You know, maybe my camera's not picking it up well, but there's a nice sheen to this one. So there you go. Moving on with the comparisons, here it is with the Robot Spirits Gipsy Avenger, the YMSF Neo Kong, the Mezco Kong, the Anime Mechagodzilla, the X plus 25 centimeter Mechagodzilla, Mechagodzilla 1962. Here's some cool DST Jaegers from the same movie. And finally, what might be my favorite piece in their entire collection, the Obsidian Fury. And my final thoughts, I like this piece. I think it's pretty cool. The new paint deco is actually very nice, and the little added scuff marks and scratch marks, you know, from battle damage. I think it works, you know, I definitely do. So I like it. It's not bad. The one issue, you know, that I have, obviously, two issues, I guess. Obviously the looseness of the legs is an issue that you have to point out. It's very loose, much looser than the original, and that's just like probably like mold degradation. Although, you know, just twice and mold is degraded. I don't know. It's just very loose, but something you can fix. There is a stress mark on one of my, or break mark on one of my pieces here. So, you know, that's a little sad too in there. But otherwise, I think this is very nice, and if you got the first one, I feel like this is a nice upgrade on that one overall, because it does look really cool. So there you go, guys. That's my thoughts. It's not too far off from what Steven said in his review, so we're pretty much on the same page with this one. And there you go. Alright, hope you dug this review. Let me know your thoughts below. If you please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Buy me a coffee on Coffee if you dig what I do. Become a zillion today! Till next time, peace out, peeps.